Hi guys, it's me, Joseph again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to Women's History Month in 2025, I shall be covering the movie The Age of Adeline. And now, this movie is very weird in that it resembles more or less like what I would consider like a female version of the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, in which the main character Adeline Bowman, which is played by Blake Lively, portrays a woman that can't age properly until the end of the movie. So this is very much like the Curious Case of Benjamin Button, in which the main character Benjamin Button can age, but in reverse, where he's a baby, but he's chronologically an old man. So biologically, by the end of the movie, he's biologically an old man, like 88 something years old, but he's got the physical characteristics of a person who's a little kid or a baby. So this movie is kind of interesting because I like the way they have the cover for this work of art being like it's Adeline's face in like a bunch of panels, kind of like a mystery or a puzzle that you got put together. And yet there are certain people out there that are like that you got put together like a jigsaw puzzle to figure them out. So this movie is actually pretty cool in that it's like a romance movie or a fantasy movie, but I don't really find any real fantasy element in it besides that the girl can't age properly. It's more of a romance movie with some very questionable locations. I'll get into that shortly. But this has a pretty good cast of people. Like I said, Blake Lively plays Elaine Bowman. And Ellen Burstyn plays Fleming Prescott. That'd be Elaine's daughter. Which I feel like that name, Fleming, should not be used for a woman's first name. I think that it's based on a chemist named Fleming, but that was his last name, so I don't get where that comes out of. It'd be like somebody naming my kid like I don't know, like Benjamin Joseph, or like Anthony Joseph or something like that. It just doesn't sound right. Besides that, you have Linda Boyd that plays Reagan, Adeline's blind best friend. You have Harrison Ford as William Jones, William Jones, which is I'll get more into that character later on. And then you have Michael Huisman, which plays Owen Jones. Like love interest. So yeah, this movie is kind of out there as far as it's like a very odd romance movie in some regards. So anyway, Adeline was born like turn the 20th century, like around 1905 or 6 or something like that. And 20 years later, she meets a guy, and they get married, and they have young baby Fleming, which would be really hilarious when the kid's grown up with all the kids bullying the poor girl about her choice name being Fleming. I don't need to add anything to that, to why that would be a problem for a kid, but whatever. So, the girl and her husband at the time is working with a bunch of other people on the Golden Gate Bridge, where where Adeline lived in San Francisco. Someplace I would like to go visit one day in a foreign part of California. So anyway, they have the guy be killed in an accident while he's constructing the bridge, with 900 died that day too. So that gives a little bit of historical context to this whole thing, which is good in reality in something like this. So then, one day afterwards, she's traveling alone, and she gets into a terrible car accident, and she ends up going up into the water, and the water is freezing. It's very cold, and what happens is her body reacts to the freezing cold like anybody, and like any human body would, in that it starts to go into hypothermia. And when the body hits 87, I believe, degrees, that's when bad things happen. Supposedly, I don't know for a fact if it does, but in the movie it does. Then all of a sudden, she's hit by 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. And unfortunately, she wasn't going 80 miles an hour in DeLorean. Otherwise, we would have gone back in time, and then it would have been a whole big fiasco. As my buddy here wanted me to play about that. So anyway, when she's hit by the bolt of lightning, she finds out that she can't age properly. She can't age at all. It's like it affects her DNA, and it's some kind of a thing with a coincidental of a passing of an asteroid or a comet in space. So anyway, that will come later on in the movie, a little bit toward the end. So anyway, this story actually, she decides to change her identity and move around the country. Because nobody knows what's the matter with her. They don't know why she doesn't age properly, and she does. I guess she doesn't want to become like a mystery person or a freak in the medical community. With all kinds of experimentations being done to her. I forget what makes her tick. I wish that I get sympathize with that, because when I was a kid, people would always try to figure out what's the matter with me, but they couldn't figure that out. unfortunately. So, remember how I said that she had different locations and, and things, and they were very unique locations in this movie? Well, here's the thing. When she changed her identity every 6 months to a year or so, it's odd that she does that. She does that properly. She does that well and good. Well, she usually stays within the same area of the Pacific Northwest, she stayed in Oregon, San Francisco area, that type of place and stuff. So you would think that she fully want to lose her identity of being Adeline Bowman, and she wanted to change her name to the most beautiful name in the world, Jenny, like she does in the movie. She would want to go to somewhere like New York City, or bounce around the Florida a little bit, maybe Mississippi or Arkansas or Texas. Maybe Texas is a big place, and then later on could go into like somewhere like Alaska, maybe Hawaii, that kind of thing. Not just staying in one area where she will be recognized by at least somebody, and that will come to bite her in the ass one day too. As we will see Harrison Ford's character. So she's over there bouncing around and stuff. Her daughter is aging normally. This lightning strike was after the girl was born, so she had nothing where DNA mixed up. So she's normally her young version of herself was played by Kate Richardson, and then when she gets months older, she becomes Ellen Burstyn. So you see the two of them going through his history and throughout the decades, like experiencing the different time periods and fashion senses and the world wars and all that stuff. So that's pretty impressive that she could go through all that. She must have been a pretty well-rounded person, Adeline, to be so good with all the changing times, with all the changing lingo and fashion and whatever. Plus, there were certain words that were acceptable back then that referred to certain people, and in later history, it was not acceptable to call them that. I'm not talking about just the N-word and all that other garbage too. I'm saying words like retard, not being acceptable nowadays, or triple, or say midget, or in some circles the word dwarf, or say something like that, or somebody saying the word let's see what's the word for I'm trying to think of the word for super duper, hip and now and all that other stuff. Radical, not radical, needy. Something like the bee's knees, or something similar to that effect. Groovy be another one too. Just in general, the vibe in the logo and some of the terminology, some of the terms, some of the people, terms, and stuff, names of things, they'd be changing around. Just like the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of America. Being really stupid name, by the way, and the other stupid names too, but I think this movie was set before all that, before the Trump administration, so I'm not gonna make any more reference to that thing, to modern politics. But there's also the fact that Ellen Burstyn as the physically older person in the room, the two women. It's funny that she's that normally when you think of an older woman, you think of them being the mother or the grandmother to the younger person. So when she's sprinkling salt on her breast and putting it in the food, in her own food, and then Adeline, who is her mother, telling her, now what did I tell you about eating salt on your food? And the girl, in a very interesting, very daughter-esque way, she said, I heard you, but I'm choosing to ignore it. That's pretty good. That's pretty on the nose there for talking to your little kid like that. And Ellen does a real good job with that. Now, I too have a very interesting story about that. My father was is health conscious, but not as much as I would like him to be, and more so my even less so than my cousins would think so, because when my mother was quite literally on her deathbed, there was one dinner we had with our family before she passed away, and that was that this won't be any morbid or sad, and it's really funny that I keep referring to every time my dad put salt on his food. My father took the salt shaker from where we were staying at, and he put salt on his food like a normal. And then my cousin, just sweet cousin of mine, went almost yanked the salt shaker out of his hand and pretty much tackled him for the salt shaker. that was too funny because she reprimanded him in a way that I could never do that. And tell him, you shouldn't eat someone's salt about your heart. To which I say, but he's been doing that for years now and nothing bad's happened to him. It's not like he puts gobs of salt on his food. Just a little seasoning. And then again. So, he always got used to it. And he still puts salt on his food on occasion. Not all the time, but on occasion. And I always keep reminding him of that little incident just because it's funny as all hell up to both of us. So anyway, we had this situation in which Adeline is physically much younger than her daughter, who looks like an old lady right now in like her late 60s or 70s maybe. So that will come by in the ass too, eventually too. Because right now they've been lying to people that they know and love that they have been the daughter adores the grandmother for reasons, for social reasons, because they don't want people to ask, what the hell's going on with these two people? At the casinos, I like to say that I'm my father's father, and he's my son. So that gets a lot confusing looks at both of us, because obviously I'm the son, and obviously I look a lot younger than than 21 years old. So people at the casino always said, what the hell is wrong with these two people? And are you 21 years old? Like, no shit, I'm 21 years old. Look at my license, I'm almost double. Look at my parent, I'm almost double that age. You're like, yes, sir. So anyway, she ends up falling in love with this guy, and first of all, she doesn't want to get a picture taken for obvious reasons, because they don't want people to put two and two together. She doesn't want people to see that she's been alive for over I don't know how many years it was at that point. Over 80 years, and she still looks like a female Deadpool, if you will. Like, she looks good, she looks gorgeous as anything. And Ryan Reynolds made an excellent choice. Anyway, she does a very bad thing in her role by falling in love with this guy, Alice Jones, played by Michael Hussman, who looks an awful lot like Ashton Kutcher from the movie Steve Jobs, actually, from the movie about Steve Jobs. And it's actually kind of funny, because I kept thinking to myself, is that Ashton Kutcher? Well, look on Wikipedia to find out. It's sure enough, it wasn't him, it was somebody else. Good job there with that. So anyway, they have that guy be her love interest, and she had that he's the son of William Jones, which is Harrison Ford's character in the movie. So basically, he's dating his son, which gets a little awkward later on in the movie. So they end up falling in love. They presumably have children eventually with each other, and everything is okay, fine, dandy, right? Wrong. Because it turns out that during the game of Trivial Pursuit, I don't know if anyone play that game anymore, but it's like a trivia game in which people ask questions about certain things. And William Jones, Billy, always gets everything right in the playthroughs. Whether he knows a lot of trivia or because he just memorized all the questions, I can't say. But he never gets anything wrong. Until Adeline can outperform him on everything involving history, involving biology, chemistry, and all that other stuff too. All the good stuff. Because she's lived through history. She lived through it. She knows everything about it. She read up on it if she doesn't know anything about it. So she's pretty high up there on the IQ charts. which is actually really something really special. But he doesn't really catch on to it until eventually she finds like a scar on her hand or a forehead maybe, and he remembers of a woman that used to date, and he claimed that it was her mother, but then he found out that it was her. But at the same point, being a young person, but the guy that she did it was him, but as a younger man. So the guy that they got to play him as a young man looked awful lot like Harrison Ford in the Star Wars movie and the Indiana Jones movie. So anyway, I thought it was the same actor that played him from the movie Solo, so a Solo story, but I guess it was something else. Well, that way, he meant D.H. Ford to make him look like himself. You know, when he has things. Anyway, he remembered that there was this woman there from named Adeline who had the same features and memories and same scar as when he did her, which kind of is kind of disturbing, kind of sick actually, being that your dad dated the same woman that you're dating now, and then you're presumably gonna get married to. So it's kind of like a very weird family dynamic there. Saying like, I could just imagine locker room talk like saying like, "Oh, did you do this, son? Selectively do this to her." No, Dad, I didn't know that. And I would like to I would like you not to talk about my girlfriend, but now I like that. Yeah. If you should see where her birthmark is, son. Did she ever show you where that is? Or a tattoo? Be like, no. They'd be like, la la la, I can't even la 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 la, peace time. I don't want to hear that. So it's really odd that she fell in love with the father when he was young, and then she ran away from him, and now she fell in love with her, with the son. Good looking man, by the way. So, anyway, when they find out about all this mess, she does what she does best. She preserves her own identity by running away. You know, it's always been going away, and it wouldn't be a problem if she just did what it thought in the beginning. You know, go to different spots around the country. You know, because you have the power of immortality. Go wherever you want, not worry about getting older. Like me, I'm going to worry about getting older. Well, I'll get that in a minute at the end of the video, because they do bring up a good point on that. So she runs away, hopefully never return again. And then look, she gets in an accident, in the car accident. But it's something that wasn't her fault, because it was parked, and she used her cell phone to look at stuff. Which is kind of odd that she would look up something on the cell phone. You know, she's very quick to know about new technology and new things like that. And you would think she would look up like herself and see if there's any more pictures of herself around the internet and stuff. You know, because everyone's got the picture on the internet somewhere around there for like resumes and job interviews and all that other stuff. Plus, random people on their phones probably took pictures of her and other things that I don't know about it. Unless she had like a shield on that said that nobody can take a picture. There's always going to be interference with something. Like a big dome around her. So anyway, they have her run away and she gets an accident. But I don't want to say that this accident was caused by a phone. Because it wasn't really her fault in that regard. Because she already had the phone down and everything was all good. But I would say that because she was still emotional over seeing what was on the phone at the time, that she got into the accident. And she didn't actually see the big truck coming by, the big flatbed truck that would come by. And unfortunately, when the truck hit her, it ran away too. So it was like a hit and run driving thing where her car careened off the edge of the bank embankment. And then the fiancé, Ellie, boy, that's a really name boy. Ellis. It's still kind of weird name for a boy. Ellis Island or Lindsay Ellis. They have a thing with us names being in the first spot in this movie. For whatever reason. So anyway, they have the thing which is going into like freezing water, and they had the narrator guy talking like a BBC documentary on science and things, talking about how a meteor hit the moon and therefore created more created like palpitation in like the tide or something like that around Chile or Argentina and something like that. So therefore it made the planet colder for that one particular day and that one time period. So in that one location I say. So I think that was a little bit too much information for this. So say it was cold that day and it was snowing out. So by it being cold and snowing out, it dramatically dropped the temperature down to the point that she was only taking like one heartbeat per 2 minutes or whatever it was. So it was very much the same conditions that gave her the immortality problem or issue. And her heart stopped beating and she was frozen there. And for some reason it focused on her Quentin Tarantino scene part of the movie, if you know what I mean by that. So the guy into chasing after her, finds her wrecked car and body and stuff. He called the ambulance. They do the CPR. They try the resuscitation paddles, the defibrillator paddles, which I always thought that defibrillator paddles were so bulky. Things hook up to the charging unit. That when someone is like clear, then they pow, and then you clear, pow. But these look more like little plastic sheets you can buy in the store. They just put some Vaseline on it, and you just put them on the chest and just do the same thing too. Which, by the way, they cut away right when they were cutting away the fabric I don't like literally want to be modest about it or whatever, but it's still something kind of interesting. Anyway, they had that in there, and would you believe that the Navy guy was talking about this whole thing and saying that in that moment when the Zero shocked her back to life, she come back to life, but the telomeres in your DNA were became normal again, so she could age properly. At like 108 years old or 107 years old, she could age again normally. So when they take her to the hospital, she ends up telling the truth, and then the daughter, who looks significantly older than she does, tells her, that I'm her grandmother. To where she said, I told the truth, that you're my daughter, and I'm your mother. Now go to your room, lying to this handsome young man. Go to your room. No dinner for you. So then, when we cut the next part, that the girl gets all healed and everything, turned out that the father, William, is been like 4 years married to the mother, and and the and in terms of so kid his eldest and Adeline had to go to the wedding and go to the party, so to get ready and stuff, and she finds one little gray hair in her hair, which signifies that she's gonna die one day, and she's happy about that. Why a woman like that would be happy that she's gonna die one day, get old and die, I have no idea. But they do talk about what it's like to be immoral, can't die, and that seeing your loved ones, your pets, all die when you stay the same age, pretty much biologically, and they show that, and they do say that it's very heartbreaking. That's why Adeline always like to run away from all her situations, not falling for my own pain, but what I know. So yeah, that's why she doesn't like to make attachments to people. That's why she likes to run away and stuff, and make a new life for herself every couple months or so, to avoid all that trauma and tragedy and headache. Yeah, I would say it's a good movie. Plus, the narrator also said that in the comment that came by when Adeline first had the first incident where she became a mortal, when she got immortality and came back as brilliant and as beautiful as ever, and then it goes to space. So where I say, why would that even be important? Or was it like a cycle thing where every 50 years or every 80 years, whenever this come by, something bad happens and some woman becomes can't die, and then can die again, can get old and die. So yeah, I like this movie. It's a good romance movie. Questionable about having a love interest with a father and then son is kind of more like weird territory for me at least. I mean, the two different distinct people, and a woman does have a choice in the matter as to what man they want to go with. But still, it's kind of it happened to be the son, and it just happened that you have a relationship with the father. It's a real good thing that she is not the mother of this guy of Alice. Otherwise, it would be very, very weird and very, very wrong and very incestual. But yeah, Blake Lively is excellent as always. Ellen Burstyn is excellent. Point plays Reagan's Ellen Norman best friend. Net did a wonderful job too. Harrison Ford is good. So is Michael Guzman and Anthony Gruber as young Jones. Young William Jones. So anyway, back with the assault incident. When my mother was on her deathbed, that was the first time I ever got my first grade heel. So, this bloody in this face, it will get old and it will pass away. Unfortunately, I am not a vampire like Keanu Reeves or Adeline Bowman, for example. But yeah. One thing that you never want to do if you want to live, never ask a woman her age unless she asks you first, because you will die faster than she will if that was the case. And that was the year on. Like, I don't really consider this a fantasy movie than anything else. Because, there isn't that many fantastical elements in it. It's more of a alternate history type thing. Like, when I think of fantasy, I think of orcs, magic, maybe zombies, or unicorns, dragons, fairies flying around at the speed of sound. Or something similar to that. A couple women that can't age properly. And by the way, the science behind that is kind of I'm not really down with that. I'm not feeling the vibe from that. But yeah, I do enjoy this movie. It's very mellow. It's romantic while being overly sexual, which is a good thing nowadays. So yeah, I like this movie a lot. And I recommend it to you guys a lot. I thank you for watching my review of the Age of Adeline. I did this for Women's History Month in 2025. We might have seen an Age of Adeline 2, or The Age of Adeline 2. By the way, I would like to see if they would have children, if Alan and Ellis would have children. What that would be like? What that would be like if you ever told children that Fleming is is their biological sister, or if they would keep doing that thing where they were like, she's your great great grandmother. That's gotta be a pretty interesting. Kind of insulting to her. She's your grandmother because you're old, because she's old, and your mother is younger. That don't make sense. And what also doesn't make sense is that she's in perfect condition in Adeline, except for little, they gotta know it's right here, little beauty mark or something. Or maybe it's a mole. But also, she is portrayed as a very down-to-earth person, a very nice person, a very humble person, very smart too. So, for once, I would like to see something like this where they can't die, when they can't get old and they can't die, as being portrayed by an incredibly vain, narcissistic person. If they learn humility, they learn how to be nice to people in the quest for a way to die. And besides that, I wonder, they said that that Adeline won't die from natural causes and stuff. But what about if she's crushed, or if she's stabbed, or she's shot with a bullet or a cannon or something like that? Would she die from that? Or would she just repair herself with the same physical conditioning as a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old would do so? Because our immune systems our recovery effort and everything else is at peak at 30 years old or so. So that's a good question too. Plus, I don't think that they have to actually show her being sick in the movie for any reason. And yeah, they do show that she is experiencing hypothermia at her core temperature drops to 87 degrees again. I never been that cold, but there is a way for me to actually stave off the shivers. They show that shivers are a way for a person in the city to get warm again. So anyway, that's the pick a movie for Women's History Month in 2025. I get the movie with happy face, seal of approval, because every person that acts in it is awesome. From Han Solo to Lee Pool is actually pretty awesome. And not as the creature does wonderful job too. Anyway, if you guys like what you see here, you want to see more of my videos, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Or you can always get me on my you can only call me or text me at 631-707-3707. And my cell phone number for any type of communication, any type of commenting on my videos, or any suggestions that you want to see. You can also follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer at PMelsonPro. Also, you can get my email address at jjviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I salute all you guys and girls who like these type of romance stories. I I like I flew all you Blake Lively fans out there, Burson fans out there. Anybody else who likes Harrison Ford? Let me know how he came out in the Red Hulk movie, the Captain America Brave New World, where he played the Red Hulk. So, let me see. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. Oh, yep, with jingoism that Captain America had in the first Captain America movie when he did the time travel thing from one era to another era in U.S. history. So I'm surprised that Adeline Bowman didn't experience the same or similar time problems with language and stuff like that from the like Captain America did. Anyway, probably the wrong word from jingoism there, but still, I enjoyed this. Evil 2. I recommend it. Sayonara. Bye bye. Listen to all you girls and guys in Interland. I'll see you in the next video. Aloha.